We are in the last 23 minutes of PCC. It's El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano, the original versus the new. And we are currently at rank 951. We're trying to stay in that top 1,000 in these last 23 minutes. So we're just going to be playing away here. I'm just waiting for the live stream to come up on my laptop here so that I can read your comments. And Jaden says, yo. Hello, Jaden. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for coming along. And Leon says hi as well. Hello, Leon. Big the Cat says howdy. Hello, Big the Cat. Welcome to the live stream. So we're in the last 22 minutes of PCC. And we're going to be doing this for the next 22 minutes. And then after that, we'll be getting into the rest of everything else. Whack to Wind says, yo, what's up, Cat? Hello, Wind. Leon says, how is everyone today? I am very, very good, but I'll be even better tomorrow, because tomorrow is February 17th, which is the birthday of a big old Grande cat. So that'll be very, very exciting. Blinks Can't Miss says hi. Hello, Blinks. Blinks the Time Kitty. Jane says, nice, you're at 902. Oh, very cool. Just try and keep playing this as quickly as possible. Big Bossman says, greetings and salutations. Alex Gardner says, hi, Grandcat. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. Thank you all for coming along. Big Cat says, bit tired from grinding back-to-back ranked events. I feel that. I have been playing this all day. Jaden says, oh, 954. Big Bossman says, currently in top 5,000. I'm currently in the top 1,000. Big Cat said, but my best ever free-to-play rank ever in Last Man Standing. I think it really goes a long way, the fact that it was a flash event. And I would really prefer if PvP events were 2 days rather than 4 days, because there's nothing worse than having to grind for the entire 4 days. Leon says, all this grinding has burnt me out. I could understand that. I understand that completely. I'm still grinding away here, as you can all see. Big the Cat says, 319 LA Knight. Yeah. Let me talk to you. And I think we can dust all of that. We've got an Eon there, which doesn't help us. So you want to do a quick check, make sure there's no Royal Rumble cards. I don't think we pulled any, we didn't. Jane says, you're watching Monday Night Raw tonight? I completely forgot it was on tonight. Well, now that you've put that in my mind, I might. Big the Cat says I'm around 1,400 now. Well, that's for Big the Cat. I'm currently at 954. Alex Garner says, trying to get into the top 5,500. Well, we are approaching the end of the event. We have around about 18.5 minutes left. I just realized that YouTube is screwed up. It's still saying that I started streaming less than a minute ago, which I did not, and it says there's only 2 people watching, which I don't think is correct. In fact, I can see that there's 40 of you right now. So if everyone could click that like button, it does help share the video with everyone online. It does help with the algorithm. So if you can click that like button, it would help out a big old Grand Cat. It is entirely free to do, doesn't cost you anything. And the more people that we can invite to our Grand Cat Grand Fleet, the more giveaways I can do. Bigger Cat says, my best 2 meals both have snowman images. Jane Rivera says, I'm at 1,694. Sounds like there's a good few of us that are going to be walking away with El Grande Americano cards. Anthem says, hi Grand Cat. Hello Anthem. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for coming along. Jamie Williams says, hi. Hello Jamie. So for the first half of the stream, it's all going to be playing PCC because we want to try and get the best possible card that we can. Then after that, we're going to be doing the rest of the things, such as Crack the Case, Real Turn. There's also a new daily streak. And the new daily streak is going to give us a Trick Williams this time. Thrasher GT 40 said hi, hello. Anthem says, I'm at rank 224. Oh, you're very high up. Blink says, currently sitting at just below 3,000. Well, now is your time to grind, as we have just over 15 minutes remaining. Thankfully, this is one of these events that I don't even need to look at the screen in order to play. I have the laptop up in front of me so that I can read all of your messages. So I may chat with you while I am playing PCC. We have 16 minutes left. 16 minutes of pure grinding together, folks. Let us do our best here. Big the Cat says, I like the Trick image. It's his Royal Rumble outfit. Oh, that's very cool. It is about time that we got a new image for Trick Williams. Alex Gardner says the team event will be an F2 for me. I don't even know what the team event is. I haven't even looked at it. I haven't had the opportunity because I am grinding away at PCC. Big the Cat says it's Dragon Lee. Oh, okay. I think Dragon Lee might actually be new for me. I don't think I've got one yet. Well, Thrasher GT says, Grand Cat, you want to know a fun fact? The base static Cody Rhodes is a title image, but you can only see it if you make it your profile picture and win a game in ring domination. Really? In ring domination? That's really weird. But that is a pretty cool fact. I'm wondering if there's any other really long images for Cody Rhodes that we can put the static image onto it and see if we can see the belt. But that's very, very cool. Well, since we're all here and we're going to be grinding away all together for the next 14 minutes, how about we discuss some potential Wrestlemania matches? So, I believe that the original idea was Gunther was going to be Gunther versus Brock Lesnar, but that's been changed to Brock Lesnar's retirement, potentially, against Gunther at SummerSlam, because that's going to be in Michigan, which is Brock Lesnar's home state. Now, interestingly, after Gunther has retired AJ Styles, Dragon Lee has been getting into Gunther's face. Now, Dragon Lee isn't retiring anytime soon, but of course, Dragon Lee and AJ Styles were both tag team champions. And I think this is going to lead into Rey Mysterio defending Dragon Lee. And I think we might see Gunther in a retirement match against Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania. That is my theory. Edwin says, Edwin Arise? It says, hey, Thrasher says, I already tried that, but no. Okay. Well, now that I've found out that information from you, Thrasher, I'm going to be trying to see if I can get that title image, because that sounds very, very cool. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for something that that shows a full image of him. We also do have a title image of Cody Rhodes, but unfortunately it is the Brawling Buddies version that does have the title around its waist, but of course it is the little fluffy toy doll version of him, which is a little bit ridiculous. Thrasher says, I noticed the title image in the Cody Rhodes static card since day one because it looks way too high for that to be his pants. Interesting. I mean, we'll take a look at it after this. I'm currently at rank 952 and I'm trying to keep my place in the top 1000. So I don't really want to go taking any time away from this, but it's something that we can take a look at after PCC finishes. Alex Garner says CM Punk needs a title image. That would be very cool indeed. I personally would very much enjoy that. Oh my god. In case you're wondering what I'm trying to do here, I have a bottle of water next to me and the lid was in refusal to come off. I'm trying to do it one-handed because one hand is of course playing WWE Supercard. And it's not the easiest thing to unscrew a water bottle with one hand, especially when it's quite tight. As your reminder to drink your water, folks. Stay hydrated. Oh, 7752. Thrasher says we also need a new Seth title image with the World Heavyweight title. I already have a Seth Rollins with a title, with the World Heavyweight title over his shoulder. All the way back from season 1. I shall show you it later if you remind me. It is very cool. It's the old version of the title, it's not the modern version. But it is still a title image. I really like this LA Knight with the United States Championship over his shoulder. Alex Garner says, how come after so long we have to put a code in? What? Was that English? Can someone translate that for me? How come after so long we have to put a code in? Oh, right. I think I know what you're saying. It's to make sure that you're a human. That is what that little number part was about. Because when you've been playing for so long that it wants to make sure that you're not a bot. That's what it's doing. Thrasher says, Grandcat, you think Drew loses the title before Mania? I think yes. I originally thought that. My original suggestion was that Cody Rhodes would regain the title and that Brock Lesnar would win the Elimination Chamber. And it would be Cody versus Brock because of the vignettes that show Cody, Brock, Roman, and CM Punk at the table. But we haven't seen Brock Lesnar since the Royal Rumble, so who knows? And now Cody Rhodes is actually in the Elimination Chamber, so that makes things awkward. So not unless, if they are still planning to do that, then perhaps Brock Lesnar gets a title match against Drew McIntyre at Elimination Chamber. That's the only way I can see that happening. Thrasher says, it should have been Randy winning Chamber and Cody versus Randy at Mania. I don't think Randy Orton is getting into the title picture for the rest of his career, unfortunately. I think WWE don't have high enough hopes for him. I think it's the same with Rey Mysterio. I think they're like, no, you guys are not in the upper echelon of WWE at this point. Unfortunately, that is just the way the WWE Supercard, the WWE itself sees these superstars, not Supercard, is what I was trying to say. We have 8 minutes left, 8 minutes remaining on PCC, and then PCC will finally be over, and we can finally take a break. My goodness, can you imagine? Oh, a break after 4 days of PvP grinding. And then we can do the other fun things like real turn, walk the ropes. We can look at Royal Rumble. We can see what else we need to do. Thrasher says, I really like the Flash ranked events. They should do them more often. Please don't say that, Thrasher. I don't know how many more ranked matches I can take in a short period of time. Interesting. Let's see here. What I will say is that I enjoyed the Flash PvP events. I enjoy it being only 2 days. I think it's nice that after 4 days we get 2 event cards. That's very cool. Normally when there's a Flash event, you only get 1, you get 2 halves of it. The way that I prefer PvP games from now on is not to have 2 PvP games right next to each other. I'd like it to just be 2 days. Like, just, you know, start it on the Saturday and end it on the Sunday. That would be completely fine. Rather than having it a 4-day event where it goes from Friday on to Monday. And we are 2 hours and 5 minutes away from big old Grand Cat's 301st birthday. Yes, I turn 301 years old tomorrow. I'm a very, very old and very ancient Grande Cat. I was 300 last year. That is how time works. Thrasher says, yeah, 4 straight days of PCC drains you. It does indeed. Also, if we have any new players in the chat today, if you could click that subscribe button, it would sincerely help. Thrasher says, Grand Cat, are you going to stop at 301 like the old YouTube views? Absolutely not. I sure as hell hope not. Whew. Big old Grand Cat has a lot more to do in this life. But there will be a very, very nice little Grand Cat birthday video going up, where Grand Cat gets some presents from some of his Grand Cat grand family. The good friends of his Grand Cat. We have just about 3.5 minutes left of PCC, if my calculations are correct. Once again, folks, if you are watching and you do have the capability to click that like button, it really does help share this little live stream, these views, with other people. And the more Grand Fleet members we can get, the more free giveaways I can do. In fact, I have a video going up. This is just a little special thing between me and the 42 people watching right now. Is I am going to be doing a physical giveaway where there will be a video going out at some point in the future. It has already been recorded, and I will be giving away a small little title belt. Yes, I'm not going to tell you which title belt, but it's going to be free, and you'll get it directly from the big old Grand Cat. Big the Cat says they actually separated the images of the Americanos. Well, I think they would have to. I don't know how they'd fuse the images of the Americanos. And we are very, very close to the end here. 2 minutes and 18 seconds remaining. We're currently ranked 949. Will we remain at that point? We're just trying to stay in the top 1,000. I wasn't initially going for the top 1,000, but I saw about 8 hours ago that I was still in the top 1,000, and I thought, well, maybe we can just keep this going. Oh, I see. Thrasher, thank you for explaining that. He means you can't use the image of the tall Americano in the OG Americano cards. Yes, that is correct. There is 2 different Americano cards. So... Oh! Buzz oh my god, I'm going to try and say your name correctly. But Buzz Mathiaj 8939 has just given 99 cents. That is or it's 99, yeah, 99 cents. It is euros, it is in. So that is very, very kind of you. That's very, very generous. Thank you very much. Big old Grand Cat will give that a heart. He says, haha. Please, if you can, good sir, tell me how to say your name correctly. I like to be able to say the names of all of my Grand Cat Grand Fleet members. Is it Basma Thiji? I'm not sure where the space is, if there even is a space in your name. He says, how you doing? I am very, very good. Thank you for that early birthday present. It is a big old Grand Cat's birthday tomorrow. So that is very nice of you. A little gift. I shall spend it wisely. And thank you for that. Any little donation is very, very much appreciated by this big old Grand Cat. The event ends in 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. We have almost no time left. We can maybe get one match in here. Baz is good enough. Baz is what I shall call you then, good sir. Thank you for that, Baz. That Adidas boy says, happy birthday, dude. Thank you. You are the first to say so. My birthday is in 2 hours. And I shall be 301 years old. My goodness. Imagine being 301. Baz says, what's your rank? I was at rank 959. I'm not sure what I'm at now. Let us see. The event has now ended. I didn't even get any draft picks for that one. My goodness. The event closes in 5 hours and 59 minutes. And currently our rank is 948. We got 945 wins and 1 loss. I'm not even sure how the loss happened. Baz says I'm in 3,400. Also, I did that entirely for free. I did Last Man Standing for free as well. Alex Garner says I'm playing a team event. Dwan says, hello, is Grand Cat. Happy birthday and Lunar New Year's. Thank you very much, Dwan. It is my birthday in just under 2 hours. Thrasher says, Grand Cat, don't forget to check the static Cody. Thank you for that, Thrasher. I will check that right now, actually. I don't think I've got a static Cody. Or do I? Let me just go ahead and check here. Now, let's see here. Do we have a static Cody? Oh, we do. Oh. So the belt is hidden just under here. That is the image for static Cody, isn't it? Or is that the image for static Cody? Oh, you can actually just see the top of the belt there. Oh, that is actually very, very cool. Okay, what other Cody Rhodes do we have? Because he is down arrow. Let's see here. Can we find any other Codys? Nope, that one's entirely hidden. We'll just put that one back to the way it was. You can kind of see it just a little bit. But yeah, you can see that the belt is there. But you can see the belt very easily there. But that's not exactly the same. I'm not sure we even have a Cody Rhodes from this tier. That will definitely cover it up with WrestlePalooza. Why do I have multiple Cody Rhodes adventure cards? I'm not sure. And we cannot change the image of that one. Baz says, I am in a lockdown in this team event. Baz says, do you do a deck check? I will for you, good sir, because you donated 99 cents. Thrasher says, yeah, I noticed that was way too high for his pants. Let's try this one here. You can kind of see it a little bit, but not really. Okay, that is all the ones we've got of our Cody Rhodes. Let's take a quick look at our Has equipment. Okay, so Baz says mine in-game name is Team Dutch. Let's take a quick look for that. And is it in here? Yes. Actually, this is a player search, isn't it? Oh, there we go. Okay, I presume that this is your deck, part of War Pigs. Oh, limited edition Billy Gunn. That's very, very cool. He has the Ruler Obafemi, single heroic pro of Kit Wilson, number 1149 of LA Knight, and of course the pro Finn Balor Boom, the pro Leagues Jade Cargill, and the regular Royal Rumble 26 Maxine Dupree. Very cool. Pro of Miss Elizabeth as well, and a pro of the Ambush. And you also have the Batista as a pro as well, which is not part of the top 4. So that is very, very cool. And of course, they've also got the static F2 Super Showdown Bailey. So yes, it does seem like they do an awful lot of work, Baz. Congratulations on those. Jay Rivera says, what time can we claim the rewards for PCC? Well, it generally takes about an hour. Sometimes it can be a little bit faster than an hour. It all depends on how quickly it takes to resolve everything, it seems. Thrasher says, in the AJ Styles PCC, I got rank 1,600 with 5,100 points, and now I get ranked 2,500 with the same amount of points. Baz says, thanks, you're very welcome. Hopefully, you have clicked that subscribe button. All of those subscribes do help this little Grand Cat channel grow into a bigger channel. So I do appreciate every single one of you out there clicking that like, clicking that subscribe button. Does mean an awful lot to me. So our team event. Oh, that's a very cool looking Dragon Lee. And it's Team Road to Glory. It seems that the theme here is masks, because I think everyone there was wearing a mask. We've got Axiom, Uncle Howdy, Cutler James, who is wearing a mask. If you look at it, there's Kane, there's Great Muta, there's Rey Mysterio, and then, of course, there is Dragon Lee. Jane Rivera says, thanks. Dark Wolf says, hello, Dark Wolf. Thank you for coming along. Let's check our battle pass. And we can now claim our second AJ Lee. That is going to be the pro for us. We're going to hold off on claiming the rest of these because we don't know what the other things are in Royal Rumble. Let's take a look at the Royal Rumble, in fact, actually. Oh, okay, we need to get a pick off the draft board. We need 15 of those, and we've got 5 minutes to do it, so let's... dang, we don't have any. Actually, 10 credits? I don't really want to go doing that. Can we go into the Superstore? Is there any way of getting picks from this? Yep, let's do that. So that's 5 picks. Dark Wolf says, no problem, love your videos. Thank you for that, Dark Wolf. Means a lot to me. Baz says, now I'm not allowed to do Team Road to Glory and Team Battleground. You're not? Interesting. Baz says, I hate lockdown in the team. I hop out after this event. They was broke me on the Discord chat. Oh. Must have been a little bit of a falling out there. And there we go, we did it. We have completed the draft attack. Now let us hurry back. We can get our reward. There we go. Okay, we've got some decent little rewards there. Thrasher says, Grand Cat, you don't get the card back to the Superstore? Yeah, I don't really feel there's a need for them. I mean, you can only ever have one equipped and you can't really show them all off. So I just never went out of my way to collect them. Dark Wolf says, after this week, I can pro my Julia SmackDown backstage card. I'm excited. Oh, that is very, very cool. That will be excellent. It'll be a very, very powerful Julia for you. Creepy Flex says, hi, can you check my deck and rate my in-game name is Creepy Flex? I used to, and then everyone started asking me to do that. So now what I say is I will do it, but you do need to donate some of your hard-earned coin to the big old Grand Cat, and then I will do it. Baz says, if people say things what I don't like, then not. I feel like Baz is, maybe English is his second language, but I do appreciate him trying to convey what happened. It seems like there was some disagreement that happened there, and things did not go well in his favour. So that is very unfortunate, and I'm sorry to hear that, Baz. But hopefully you can get a nicer, better team at some point in the future. So let's see what it is we've got to do here. We need to win a match with Roman Reigns 25 times. That's not that difficult to do. We need to play a game of Wild 20 times. That's easy enough. And we need to start 15 King of the Rings, which I've been doing, and we just need to do more of them. So let's check out what our rewards are. So for the Shawn Michaels, gives us the Shawn Michaels. For the King of the Ring, gives us an AJ Styles. And for the Roman Reigns, does give us a Roman Reigns. And that is milestone 42. So this is milestone 44. So after this, we've only got 6 more. And we know that the last one is going to give us the limited edition Stone Cold Steve Austin. So Thrasher says, play 20 games of Wild after doing that 2 straight days with PCC. Yes, unfortunately. Baz says, my backstage tokens are resetted. I had a bug, 126,000 backstage tokens. Wow, that is a lot of backstage tokens. Ooh, that is crazy. Big Old Grande, I think, has around 13,000 backstage tokens. I think, off the top of my head. So let's do some more things here. Blink says, I ended up getting 4,890 points for rank 2,797, which is my best rank yet. Well, congratulations, Blinks. That's very, very cool. Baz says, I am from Holland. My English is not the best. Well, Baz, your English is a lot better than my Dutch. I can tell you that, because unfortunately that is not a language I speak. I speak a couple of different languages, poorly, but English, of course, is my main language. Actually, you could say that Scottish is my main language, because I am a big old Scottish grand cat. I just don't use the Scottish accent that much, because a lot of the time, people find it a little bit difficult to hear what it is that I'm trying to say. No, this is actually more my real voice. I do the Scottish accent for fun. Right. Let's do some hot streak then, shall we? So chat, who are we picking? Someone choose, someone decide for me. Which one of these various superstars do you want to see? Big the Cat says the Oba Pro animation reminds me of Ronan here. Thrasher says Cody. Okay, then Cody Rhodes is who we are going to go with then. So first and foremost, we are going to be up against a Big Jim. Baz says, on Friday is payday. I will give 3 giveaways. I will buy 3 giveaways for the Battle Pass. Oh, that's very cool. That'll be nice. We got eliminated immediately. Oh, that's not very good. No, I think I'm good, actually. Yeah, I'm just going to claim an exit. What happens if you claim an exit on 0? Nothing. You get nothing. Wow. Okay. I had never tried that before. Well, let's jump in to do some crack the case. We can't, because we're at the maximum number of equipment, which means we need to dust some cards, which we can most certainly do. So let's go ahead and select all of those. That should get rid of some equipment for us as well. Creepy Flex says Triple H. Jaden says Cody. Baz says buy that offer of 4,000 credits. Buy the offer of 4,000 credits. I don't know what the offer of 4,000 credits is. Thrasher says Cody got sent to the Uso penitentiary. He sure did. Nicholas says completely free. I did 7,430 and got 1,355. Congratulations, Nicholas. Big the Cat says I don't like Hot Streak. I rather play Bounty Breaker, and I don't even do my free attempt. We didn't need that Brock Lesnar, so we can just get rid of it. Right, now let's get into crack the case, shall we? Nicholas says, I loved the new Flash events for these instead of 4 days, to be honest. Yes, I absolutely agree. The Pick Gamer, Bob, says, what rank did you get for Pick? What rank did I get for Pick? Oh, for PCC. I think we were at rank 949. Whether it stays that way or not, I don't know. Let's try and do crack the case, shall we? Baz says I only spent 1,200 on PCC and on Last Man Standing 0. I think I maybe bought a couple of reveals at the end of Last Man Standing purely for the camera, but other than that, I don't think I spent any money on PCC or Last Man Standing at all. Thrasher says, oh, actually, no, I think I spent 400 or 500 to get a times 4 multiplier twice. Thrasher says, I think Supercard should delete every minigame and just do walk the ropes for every special card. Oh my goodness, that would become very, very tiresome, very boring quickly. Francisco says, hi. Baz says, I play Last Man Standing 2 full days and PCC only lasts 12 hours. Dark Wolf says, I think I got rank 2,547. I wasn't even trying hard this PCC. I initially wasn't trying hard, and then when it got to about 8 hours ago, and I saw that I was still in the top 1,000, I was thinking, all right, well, let's try and keep in the top 1,000 then. Big the Cat says, I managed to get to Arena 55 in the Last Man Standing, which was a pain. The second that you need to start using 2 reveals and 2 blocks in each thing starts becoming when you have to start kind of using credits. So let's go ahead and guess this. Okay, there's a 1 and a 3 involved. 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's a 7 involved as well. Interesting. We'll try an 8 here and 9 here. And we'll go for a 1 and a 3 here. Okay, there's an 8 involved as well. What does this tell us, folks? So the 1 is either here or here, and the 3 is either here or here. Let's try putting the 8 here. Let's try putting the 7 here. That could work. Let's try it. Okay, we are going to continue. Okay, I think we can work it out from now. So this one is not 3, 7, or 1, so therefore this one must be 8. This one isn't 3 or 7, so it could still be 8 or 1, and it can't be 8, so therefore this has to be 1. This one isn't 1, 8, or 3, so this one has to be 7. This one can't be 8 or 1, but the only number left is 3, which it can be. So 3, 7, 1, 8 is completely correct. And Baz says, I need to go. Bye. Oh, well, goodbye, Baz. Thank you for coming along to the live stream. And we are going to play again. Let me see. Let me read some chat here. Thrasher says, Grandcat, you always say you're not going to go hard on events and then end up in the top 1,000. Yes, I know it's a problem. It's a real problem I have. Big the Cat says, actually it was 3 blocks and reveals, but you had to dodge 1 obstacle or you lost. Yes, I do remember doing that myself back in the day. And I told myself that I would never do that again. Okay, so there's a 2 and a 3 involved. 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's a 6 involved as well. Okay. We're going to put the 9 and the 8 here. We're going to put the 2 and the 3 here. Okay, so there's only 2, 3, and 6. So that means that this one has to be 3 because it's not 2 or 6. Neither of these two are 3, which means that they are either 2 or 6. Let's try that. We are going to continue because this one is not a 3 and it's not a 2, so therefore the only thing it can be is a 6. And there we go. I assume that's supposed to be like anonymous user. Says best way to rank up tiers. The best way I found is to get yourself a decent team, and then, for example, in my team, we will complete Team Road to Glory, so we will get a free. We'll get all the cards from Static all the way up to, well, from Static, Royal Rumble, Adventure, Prize, and so on. We will get all of these from this team event, and also every single team battleground gives you the chance of getting either Royal Rumble or Static cards, as well as Adventure cards. So finding a decent team and allowing them to get you those cards really, really helps with ranking yourself up. The other way is if you save up enough super coins, go into the superstore and just get yourself a pro of the Royal Rumble 26 cards here. Those would help as well. You can also use the collectibles to try and get yourselves the Royal Rumble 26 Absolute Ricky Saints. Carlo says, hi, Grandcat, how are you? I am very, very good. I am just over an hour and a half away from my birthday, which I'm very, very pleased with. Phoenix Flexing says, never been able to get a ranked PCC reward. Hopefully they bring some cooler cards next event. Well, getting a ranked PCC reward really just comes down to having to dedicate a remarkable amount of time to it. It's definitely not for casual players. It's definitely for the people that are looking to grind and play until they get into that top 10,000. So I can 100% understand that from a new player. It's a lot that you need to do. It's a lot more than what you need to do in any Raid Shadow Legends or any Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links or anything like that. Carlos says, what was your rank in PCC? Currently, we are ranked at, we were at 949, but currently we have now changed to 948. We actually went up a rank. That's very cool. So we've done Hot Streak, we've done Crack the Case. We're still stuck in this kind of ring here. Let's jump over and we will try Real Turn next. We got some credits just free. That's very cool. I believe that's 50 credits. And we got 2 free spins, and we also got 5 females. And equipment, and also a free spin. That's 2 free supports and 2 spins. Well, it's 5 supports and 2 free spins. That's another free female and another free spin. Okay, we're going to claim an exit there. We've got some decent rewards. We've got 50 free credits. A couple of females. Elbow pads. Don't think any of those supports help. And a Kairi Sane. Okay, it's not the best rewards, it's not the worst rewards we've ever had. Let's jump into Walk the Ropes. Now, this time I'm going to be trying not to spend a tremendous amount of credits. Carlos says, nice, I was at rank 5,000, but after work went down to 9,000. Thankfully, you're still in the top 10,000, so you'll still get the card. That is the important thing. So first off, we're trying to get a 3 or a 4. Perfect, that's what we like to see. We are on the board immediately. Let's go for here. Royal Rumble 26 Tawatonga right off the bat. That's pretty cool. Prize microphone, not as good. Let's go down here. Royal Rumble 26 trade up. So we'd like to see a 1 next. Oh, we're going to continue. Okay, we're back on the board once again. Let's try up here, top left. Go for the middle? Dang. Okay, that didn't help. So a 4 would be nice. 6, unfortunately, puts us right past that onto a KO. Oh, I think we're just going to claim an exit there. We did get a free Tamatonga from it, so that's nice. The rest of it we don't really need. And there's the Trick Williams that we're going to get from Daily Streak, from completing Daily Streak this week. Not sure we've got anything else we need to do here. Let's wander over here, go into Combinable, and we'll look at the old school cards. We already have all of those, so let's go ahead and cash those in. That's 32 that we're cashing in. It's going to give us 395 points, which is cool. Let's check our daily streak. That's what we meant to do. Let's go ahead and grab this one. It's going to be 10 draft picks for today. We have the daily streak from the previous one as well, which is another 10 draft picks. And we're keeping a hold of those for just now, just in case we need them for the other Royal Rumble things. So that's why we are holding on to them. So what else do we need to do? I'm gonna make sure that my females actually set up. Yep, cool, okay. Just needed to make sure about that those are all good. Because that is important for our Team Road to Glory. I don't think Team Road to Glory counts towards... Oh, we've reached the maximum amount of equipment, so we need to dust some cards. Of course, that makes sense. Phoenix says, yeah, I've really been grinding campaign as free to play. It's helped me out. I have a pro Oba F1 Batista and F1 Royal Rumble Kane. I'm about to get my first female pro in Blake Monroe. It's been fun so far. That's very, very cool. Congratulations, Phoenix. Bigger Cat says, on my alt account, I got a big win and got lucky and got the crown pack for the 100% chance at a Ricky Saints. Very cool indeed. Very, very strong. So let's jump into a quick game of Road to Glory. Team Road to Glory. Oh, that was a foil Oberfemi. That was very, very cool. Creep Flex says, I finished Walk the Ropes right now. 3 Oba cards. Very, very strong. Big Cat says, I made it to the finals and didn't even charge it once. In King of the Ring once. Yes, there's a lot of people currently trying to lose King of the Rings because of the event. Because of the Royal Rumble quest. I myself am trying to do the same. I think that might be my LA Knight with the United States title over his shoulder. Okay, well there's another LA Knight with the title over his shoulder. I'm not sure what my number is. Alex Garner says, "Hi, Grandcat, I'm back." Hello, Alex. Welcome back. There we are. We're very close to finishing off Axiom. Now, to do these, we have to play 20 games of Wild, and we have to win 25 games with Roman Reigns. So let's go ahead and try doing some of that then, shall we? That'll be fun. So there is our Tribal Chief. Well, I didn't expect the opponent to be using Special Edition Royal Rumble cards. Well, this is going poorly, to say the least. Yep, none of that particularly went the way that I wanted it to. Oh, Big Cat says, I went to campaign first map, last one, and did 4 Roman Reigns. That's actually not a bad idea. But does this count towards... Does that count towards Wild? I don't think it does. Because we need to do 20 Wild games anyway, as well as the Roman Reigns. The Roman Reigns one is actually the easier thing to do. It's playing the 20 games of Wild. It's the longer one. Big Cat says the rookie map 84. I guess that makes sense. But I don't think it counts towards Wild games, unfortunately. I don't care, I'll get it done later. Let's continue doing other things until we get our El Grande Americano. Oh, Big Cat says I just got my PCC rewards. That's what I was hoping for. I was waiting for them to say that. And there we go. There's the People's Champion. Let's go ahead and screenshot that one. Give us a retro draft pick. And 1,000 free credits, which is very, very nice. And there is our El Grande Americano. We're ranked 948 with 9,880 points. And there he is. There is the original El Grande Americano at rank 948. Let's go ahead and level him up and see just how powerful he can become. We do have a rare traffic to get out of the way first. Let's go up here. Go to Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Devon says Royal Rumble Liv Morgan, first pool. Alex Gardner says Axiom is done grand. Go ahead and get some of these out of the way as well. We've got a ×2 multiplier, that's very, very nice. Twice. There we are, we're going to keep those for just now. Let's go ahead and cash in those Royal Rumble cards that we just got. And there is our El Grande Americano. and see what other images we have for him. That's interesting because that one is... Those are the old Chad Gable El Grande Americanos, which are very separate from the other El Grande Americano, which is, of course, Ludwig Kaiser. So that is pretty cool to see. Let's go into the Performance Center here. And let's level him up. I also like the finisher is the flying headbutt. Yeah, I think we'll just do this. Why not? Take a look at him in just a second. We'll fully level our AJ Lee as well. I'll take a quick look at combinable here. Man, we've got a lot of Roman Reigns. We've got 4 of them. Okay, so if we go into recent, let's take a look at our Chad Gable. So there he is. Currently, he has 434.7 in toughness, 466.9 thousand in speed, 547.4 thousand in charisma, and 563.5 thousand in power, which is very, very cool indeed. Let's see where he currently lies. You can see that our LA Knight has his 100 matches and his 10 variants now. Chad Gable, of course, once he, well, the original El Grande Americano, once he gets his 10 variants and his 100 matches, will be up there as well. And let's go into leagues. And where is that El Grande Americano? There he is. And let's give him some cool equipment as well. Even with the best possible equipment we've got on him, he's still just a little bit below our LA Knight. Now let's take a look over the store. Just making sure that there wasn't any portrait packs or anything. Thankfully there's not. Okay, so we need to work on getting our El Grande Americano up to scratch. Is it just me, or does this El Grande Americano look like a higher quality image than this one? It just feels like this one is like a lower quality image. Is that just me? I don't know. Big Boss Man says PCC card can now be claimed. Got ranked 4,116. Thank you for that, Big Boss Man. Alex Gordon says, I'm keeping the original image, the one it comes with. I think I'm going to do the same because it's the most modern and up-to-date version of El Grande Americano rather than before Chad Gable went out on injury. So that is the one that I shall be sticking with for the time being as well. Is there anything else that I want to do here? We do have some other things to do, like playing Wild, but I don't think that's going to be particularly interesting to do on live stream. try and get those 25 wins with Roman Reigns, starting these King of the Rings as well, and then also just playing some games of Team Road to Glory. Now that's very interesting because Alex Garner says that we are finished. That we were finished that one, and it seems that on my screen we're still on Axiom. So I'm guessing that there's a little bit of lag happening at the moment. Probably the game trying to process everything and trying to hand everyone out their event cards. That's what I suspect is going on. And it looks like some people might be using Team Road to Glory to train up their cards, which is a demotion if you are trying to do such a thing. It's very, very rude, I must say. And there I saw the AJ Styles doing the calf crusher there. Ofamari says demotion for using Team Road to Glory to train cards. Yes, it is indeed a demotion. The reason for it is because people would use Team Road to Glory to train cards, and then they would go to sleep and forget about it, and it would make completing the later stages significantly harder because you're trying to beat the top tier cards with unfinished pros. Jim Bob from Mexico says, I finished at rank 6,573 on PCC. Congratulations, Jim Bob. Ofamari says, understandable. Yes, I try to think that I am not a tyrant when it comes to these things, that the rules are fairly simple and there's a reason behind them. But there we are, folks. I think I am going to consider getting some snoozes, for I am a little bit tired. And in just over an hour and 15 minutes, it will be Grand Cat's 301st birthday. So you are all welcome to come along to the Discord server and say happy birthday to big old Grand Cat. Alex Arna says, when are you getting back to campaign? That's a very good question. I probably should get around to that. Jim Bob says, have you got space on your team, Grand Cat? I think we do have some space. Obviously, you can't get in just yet because currently the Team Road Glory is on. But if you join my Discord and you say, hi, I'm a fan of the Grand Cat and I would like to join your team, then someone will either put you on the waiting list to get into the team, or you'll just be invited into the team when Team Road Glory ends. Alex Harner says we do. Oh, well, thank you for that, Alex Harner. But with that said, folks, and with an hour and 15 minutes until Grand Cat's birthday, I think I'm going to go for a brief snooze, and I shall wake up to my birthday later on. So with that said, folks, and oh my god, I've said it like 4 times now. I really hope you've all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.